Hi friend, welcome to Market Analysis channel. On this chart, we analyze Fetch AI, which has been one of a great performing crypto in this current rally. Let me pick my analysis from this resistance around the uptrend resumes area when the price hits that particular line before it dropped drastically. When Fetch AI launched this resistance, it came down and break below the 50-day moving average. Nothing could stop it. It stayed underneath it a little and finally find its way to the 200-day moving average. As it gets to the 200-day moving average, things started to change. The sellers are getting weaker and the buyers, they are preparing and retreating. How? When you look at this particular bar on the support zone, which marked the low for Fetch AI at the moment, it's an upward close bar. That shows the buyer came in heavily and they closed up very strong around the peak of its range. The volume traded on the average volume. And what happened next? The next and subsequent bar that occur, none of them close below this bar or violate the low of this bar. That is telling us that the buyers still stand on their ground and they are willing to fight more. But the sellers too, they haven't relent. They are still trying to put something. But when you look at the close of all these following bars, you see that the close are going up bit by bit up to this particular bar, and this bar closes around the peak of its range. Is telling us that the buyers are trying to fight heavily. They are always closing the bar towards the top of its peak. The next bar is an inside buy. Likewise, this bar too, it's closing around the top of its peak. That is telling us that buyers are now gaining strength. Of course they should, because this is support zone. This is an area where buyers gain more strength and fight back if sellers are winning earlier. As they are now pushing it upward, our focus is this. Once this bar closes at the around the peak of its range and the volume is above the average volume, the volume is very close to the average but not yet above it, and the volume rises above the average volume, we will put in our initial order at this point. That's our entry point, and that's will kickstart our trade. Then our focus will now be on the resistance zone which Fetch AI hit before dropping. That's around 0.4480. Once Fetch AI rise to this point, we will watch how the price movement will behave towards that level, and if it finally break above that level, we will know that uptrend has finally resumed in Fetch AI, and we will add more to our position, and then we will now project our profit. Projection of our profit is the last rally that Fetch AI make, which is from 0.3 to 0.4. That's about 583% increase. Then we will now use that to do our calculation for the entry price above the upward resume area. Then we will calculate 583% increase, which is 3.0000. That will be our target on Fetch AI. And when you look at the big picture, you can see that from 0.1 to 2 shows a little rally, 2 to 3 is a correction, and 0.3 to 4 to show a very substantial rally, while 0.4 to our present support zone is also a correction, and when it finally resume, it will launch 0.5, hopefully around 3.0000, which is our target. If this analysis really help you, subscribe to the channel. If you have any question, paste it in the video comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next analysis. Bye bye.